Breaking news. Ghosts are real. Yep, you heard it right. Science has finally confirmed it. No more debates, no more conspiracy theories. Ghosts are real. Turns out that creaking floorboard at 2 a.m. wasn't your imagination, or your cat planning your untimely demise. So what happens next? Will the world unite in excitement? Will we embrace our ghostly roommates, or will mass hysteria reign supreme? Spoiler alert, it's going to be chaos, bad ghost puns, and obviously a lot of capitalism. Because hey, if there's one thing humans are good at, it's turning everything into a money-making opportunity. But let's not forget, this obsession with ghosts might just be about something deeper. Is it possible that we're not just chasing after scares and shadowy figures? Maybe, just maybe, it's about hope. More on that later, if you survive the rest of the video. Before we dive into the spooky shenanigans, let's make sure you don't get ghosted by this channel. Hit that subscribe button, seriously, or I'll send a friendly neighborhood poltergeist to rearrange your furniture and maybe flicker your Wi-Fi at the worst times. You don't want to mess with ghost Wi-Fi problems. And while you're at it, give this video a like, because who doesn't love a good haunting? It's for your own safety and mine. First up, let's give a shout out to our paranormal investigators. You know them, the ghost hunters who've spent years running around abandoned asylums, wielding night vision cameras, EVP recorders, and questionable fashion choices. For years, these brave souls have been capturing blurry shadows, unexplained noises, and the occasional ghostly whisper saying, "Get out." Now they finally get to say the three magical words they've been waiting to scream at the world: "Told you so." Oh, the sweet taste of vindication. And just like that, they've upgraded from obsessed with the paranormal to practically scientific pioneers. Welcome to the golden age of ghost hunting TV shows. Expect Netflix to drop Ghost Hunters. We finally caught one faster than your Wi-Fi disconnects during a Zoom call. With actual proof of ghosts, these shows will go from niche fandom to primetime viewing. Who needs reality TV when you can watch actual reality with a side of supernatural? Forget the Kardashians, forget Real Housewives, the real stars of the future are here. Ghosts. Ghost hunting shows will be the next big binge-worthy craze. Picture this, people creeping through haunted mansions, hearing random knocks, and convincing themselves it's Aunt Mildred coming back to check on the family's will. While they scream in the dark, we'll sit back with popcorn, comfortably watching from our haunted living rooms. Because yes, after today, every house is probably haunted. But the real drama, the awkward moments when a ghost actually answers back. The ghost says, "Can you turn off that bright light? I'm trying to float here." Talk about breaking the fourth wall. Get ready for some awkward ghost-human interactions, coming soon to a streaming service near you. Now let's talk about the scientists, the logical minds who've spent years dismissing ghosts as folklore or overactive imaginations. Well, looks like the tables have turned. Now they're frantically Googling how to study the paranormal and dusting off those ghost hunting kits they secretly had in their closets. Prepare for headlines like, "Quantum physics explains why Grandma's ghost won't leave the kitchen." Turns out Grandma's not just lingering because of that apple pie recipe. It's quantum entanglement, or some other fancy physics term. Suddenly, every scientist wants to be the first to explain the afterlife. Nobel Prizes, here we come. And now, let's take a moment for the real MVPs of this story. The real estate agents. Haunted houses? They're the new beachfront properties. Forget ocean views. What you really want is a ghost who drifts through your walls at night. Trust me, it adds a lot of character. Expect listings like charming 3-bedroom, complete with a Victorian spirit who occasionally stares out the window at you. Perfect for buyers who love historical accuracy and aren't afraid of the occasional haunting. The housing market's about to get a lot more spiritual. Tourism? Oh, that's about to take a turn. Forget Disney World. The real vacation spot is now your local haunted prison or asylum. Imagine taking the kids on a tour of the most haunted places on Earth. Because nothing says family bonding like a ghostly encounter in an old crumbling castle. Ghost selfies? Absolutely trending. In fact, influencers are already gearing up to get their hands on the best ghostly collab. Hashtags are gonna be wild. Hashtag hauntcation, hashtag spooky vibes, hashtag ghost goals. And let's not forget the "I told you so" moment that religious groups have been waiting for. Whether it's ancient texts, scriptures, or folklore, Every major belief system that's ever mentioned spirits is suddenly looking pretty darn wise. Expect temples, mosques, and churches to release statements like, "Well, we've been telling you about spirits for centuries. Welcome to the afterlife science." Meanwhile, as you'd expect, the debate shows go wild. Imagine the late-night talk shows and split-screen debates on primetime TV. Hosts will be asking the real questions. Do ghosts have rights? Can they vote? And most importantly, should they be paying rent if they're hanging around in your attic rent-free? Because let's face it, if there's money to be made or a new law to write, you can bet someone's gonna try to pass the first Paranormal Tenants Act. The lawyer jokes write themselves. And of course, the government won't be left out of the fun. You didn't really think they'd pass up an opportunity to tax the afterlife, did you? Introducing ghost-related taxes. Expect bureaucratic forms for everything from spectral hauntings to levitating objects. If there's one thing certain in life, it's death. And taxes. And apparently, taxes after death. And now enter the tech world. Because if ghosts are real, there's definitely an app for that. Apple rolls out the new iGhost feature, where you can ask Siri the important questions. "Siri, is there a ghost in my living room?" Siri responds, "Yes," and it's judging your Netflix choices. Meanwhile, Elon Musk is already tweeting about his latest project, Ghostlink, the ultimate app to connect you with the afterlife. All for the low price of $399. And don't worry, it comes with in-app purchases for extra haunting features. Now let's not forget the general public. The world, absolutely freaking out. Some people are holed up in their homes refusing to acknowledge the ghost problem, while others are booking haunted Airbnbs faster than you can say poltergeist. You'll even see entire businesses being born out of nowhere, offering ghost consultations, ghost sitting services, and the inevitable Ghostbuster for hire startups. But let's take a step back. Why are we so obsessed with ghosts? Maybe it's not just about the thrill of the unknown or the excitement of the supernatural, maybe it's about something deeper. You see, humanity's fascination with ghosts isn't just about fear, it's about hope. Hope that there's something beyond this life. Hope that our loved ones, our stories, our very essence don't just disappear when we do. Ghosts, in a way, represent our connection to the past, our hopes for the future, and the belief that even after death we leave a mark. Maybe that's why we're so drawn to them. Because deep down, we all want to believe that somehow we'll be remembered. And maybe, just maybe, ghosts are our way of believing that this life isn't the end of the story.